Today, we will be making a recap for a movie from 2018 titled When We First Met. The story starts in the year 2017 where there is an engagement party. The very beautiful Avery shares her story to the guests of how she first met her fiancé 3 years ago during a Halloween party. While sharing, her friend Noah, who is so in love with her, has a flashback of the Halloween party where he and Avery first met. On that flashback, Noah accidentally spills his drink on Avery. They both make a liking with each other's costumes and introduce themselves. They continue talking and Avery tells him that she came to the party with Carrie, her roommate, but she is busy making out with a guy. Avery then asks Noah to go somewhere else, and he brings her to a jazz bar where he works as a pianist. He plays and sings a song for her which she enjoys a lot. Before he finishes playing, Avery pulls him to a photo booth to take pictures. Noah tells her that he never had relationship. She tells him that he is cute. After that, the two went to Avery's house. They played foosball and later on, they talked in the kitchen while eating Cookie Crisp. Avery tells Noah that she organizes benefits for charities for kids, elderly and even animals. When Noah is about to kiss her, the flashback cuts off and we are taken back to the present engagement. Avery introduces her fiancé who is Ethan. Noah felt sad and started to drink a lot, glass after glass and then a bottle. He throws up in the toilet and Avery went after him. Ethan also joins in and gives Noah a vitamin, water and saltines to relieve him of his hangover. Ethan and Avery then stood up and Noah watched them as they kissed in front of him. Ethan then tells his fiancé that his parents are going to call them on Skype. He leaves the toilet and tells Noah to get better. When Avery asks her friend Carrie to take Noah home as she is also going home early, Noah declines and says he will just phone an Uber, but Noah accidentally drops his phone in a juice bowl, so he decided to come with Carrie and leave the party after taking and kissing a plate with Avery's face. In the car, he admits to Carrie that he is in love with Avery. Noah tricked Carrie on bringing him to the jazz bar instead of his home. He is so drunk, so Carrie helped him get inside. They then meet his friend Max, who is a vice president of a company. Carrie tries to leave but Noah begs her to stay and listen to how he and Avery first met. He shares the tragic end to his flashback, where when he is about to kiss Avery, she instead hugs him. It destroyed him knowing that he is friend-zoned, and she considers him as her best friend, so he left sad. The very next day, Avery met Ethan at the store where she bought Cookie Crisp. Ethan felt it was his fault because he ate all of her Cookie Crisps. Noah really thinks that there is something between him and Avery that time, and Carrie advised Noah that it is time to move on. When Carrie left, Noah tells his friend Max that Avery can never love him because he is ugly. Max hates seeing him depressed, so he takes him to the photo booth to rest. He takes out the photos he had with Avery in the photo booth and then falls asleep. He wished to go back in time to do everything different and be the man what Avery would end up with. The next morning, Noah wakes up and went outside. He finds out that it is Halloween. When he arrives at a food mart, he sees a newspaper that is dated October 31st, 2014, and confirms it when the teller tells him that his order, Blueberry Red Bull, does not exist. He takes the newspaper and runs to his friend Max in his office. He discovered Max is still an employee and not yet a vice president. He tells him about what happens, but he does not believe him. He then goes to Carrie, who is doing a photo shoot of a Halloween couple nearby. Noah tells her that she knows him and that she helps him get to the bar when he was drunk. He feels like crazy because no one believes him. That is when he realizes that he traveled back in time where he hasn't yet met Avery. He believes that he has now the chance to change what happened and win Avery over. He dresses up formally and went to the Halloween party that night. He goes after Avery and talks to her. He impresses her by talking about things that interests her. Avery is surprised that they have a lot in common. They do the same things as before, as going to the jazz bar and taking pictures at the photo booth. Later, they went to Avery's house. While Noah is kissing her, Carrie came in. She remembers him as the freak who bothers her in the morning. Avery accuses that Noah is a stalker and that is the reason why he knows everything about her. They screamed and hit him with a plant. He was knocked unconscious, and when he wakes up in the morning, he thought that everything was just a dream. He texts Avery saying sorry for being drunk at her engagement party. He receives a reply asking who he is. He went to her house to personally apologize. Ethan opened the door for him. He finds out that he is now at the day of the engagement party in 2017. When Avery saw him, she sprays him with pepper spray, saying that he is the stalker from 3 years ago. Carrie hits him with a plant again and Ethan wrestled him. Noah managed to get away and went home. He tries to puzzle things out how he was able to time travel. He goes back to the photo booth and tries to go back to 2014 again. He confirms that he is back by checking his phone. He then calls his friend Max and asks for tips to impress a lady. He teaches him to be cool and rude because that's what ladies are attracted to. When he approaches Avery, he acts cool and insulted her costume. He brings a beer and tells her that if she says something interesting about herself, he will give her that beer. Avery is now irritated and tells him that he is in a hole and leaves him. Noah goes after her outside and continues to act rude, so Avery pushes him in the pool. When Noah asks her to help him get out the pool, he pulls her in. They quarrel at first but then kissed in front of the people. They continued making out in Avery's house. Noah wakes up later in bed beside Avery. He checked his phone and find out it is now 2017 and he is happy. When Avery wakes up, she reminds him that she just booty calls him whenever she wants to sleep with him. They are not actually in relationship, and she is still looking for a decent guy. Noah is satisfied with that since he is getting a good sex with her. He later realized that he went to become a fill a hole. Ethan and Carrie came in at Avery's house, and Noah finds out that Avery and Ethan are friends. They all go for a jogging and Noah starts to get jealous of Ethan. Noah falls to the ground while running. Carrie stays with him while Avery and Ethan went on to continue jogging. He tells Carrie that he loves Avery and that he wants to be the guy that she will want to be with. Carrie answers him that Avery wants a guy who is secure that she can have a future with. Noah decided that he can be that guy. With that, Noah goes back to the photo booth and travel to 2014 again. He goes to Max's office to apply for a job and went that night to the Halloween party to meet Avery. They talked and later go to the jazz bar. He tells her that he used to work there but now quits because he has now a job that would make him a successful and secure man. Avery then leans on his shoulder and hold each other's hands. Fast forward 3 years later, Noah wakes up in his office in 2017. He is now a fat but wealthy and successful man. He sees an invitation card for an engagement party of him and Avery. He went home and is astonished by how grandiose his house is. Avery went down the stairs and kissed him. She then shows him of a plate where it now has his and Avery's photo. Noah is very happy and kissed her. Carrie arrives and Noah finds out she also lives there. Avery tells him that when he is traveling away for business, Carrie comes to stay and accompany her. As he is leaving to work, he finds an expensive car outside. It is his dream car ever since he was a child. He arrives at the office and finds that it is empty. His boss and all the staff surprised him as they celebrate his promotion as a senior vice president. A Chinese executive came to congratulate him, and Noah is surprised that he can talk to him in Chinese too. Max arrives and tells Noah that he is a backstabber, and he stole his promotion. He added that it was him who begged his boss to hire Noah. Max leaves the office angrily. Noah is upset and started stress eating. His secretary arrives reminding him of his meeting. He finds out that he has a fully booked schedule every day for the next 3 months. When he asks if he can bail out even just for half a day, his secretary tells him that he will be fired instantly. She also shares the story of Davis, who was fired and is now homeless. This further depresses Noah. At the engagement party, Noah arrives late. He meets all the guests and parents of Avery. He also plays the piano and tries to sing the song he sang when Avery and him first met, but he forgets the notes and plays out of tune. He went looking for Avery and Carrie tells him that she is with Ethan. He finds them in the bathroom where Ethan is throwing out in the toilet. They thought that it has something to do with the food that he ate. Avery wants to take Ethan to the bedroom, but Noah takes him to his car and bring him home. While on their way, Ethan admits that he stole one engagement plate from the party. He also confesses that he told Avery that he is in love with her. When Noah asks what Avery's reply was, he said that she wishes everything was different. Noah is saddened to learn this. When he arrives home, he talks with Carrie and asks why Avery does not love him. She tells him that Avery cares for him, but it is not love. Noah tells Carrie that he likes it when they talk, and so did Carrie. Noah finally accepts that Avery deserves to be happy with the right guy even if it is not him. He decided to go back to 2014 one more time. This time, he plays as Cupid and brings Ethan to the Halloween party. He makes him meet Avery and Noah, leave them both to talk. He then pursues Carrie and talks with her. He discovers that he has more common things with her than with Avery. They dance together at the party. Later, they went to the jazz bar where Noah learns that it is actually Carrie who likes jazz music, and she can also play piano. They get along very well. Avery then calls both of them to take pictures with her and Ethan at the photo booth. The four of them took pictures and they are all happy. Fast forward, Noah wakes up in bed again in 2017. He finds out that everything is now fine with them with his friend Max. He also finds out that Ethan and Avery got engaged, but Max tells him that Carrie is actually now dating her ex-boyfriend. Noah is upset and goes to Carrie's house. He tells her that they are meant for each other and pulls her for a kiss, but Carrie pushes him away as she is confused. Noah meets her boyfriend, Phil. When he asked her if she is happy, she could not answer. To try to fix things, he headed to the jazz bar to travel back in time. He discovers that the photo booth has been replaced. He sits and drinks at the photo booth feeling hopeless. Avery and Ethan show up. Avery tells Noah that she got the old photo booth and brought it at his house as a present. Noah is excited because he has now the chance to travel back and fix things with him and Carrie. He hurriedly goes home and sits in the photo booth to travel back in 2014. But this time, he would not change a thing and let everything happen as it was. Everything happened like the last time until fast forward to Ethan and Avery's engagement. He proceeds to talk with Carrie and the two get along very well. He asks Carrie out and they started dating. Did you like our movie recap? Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to be updated for new movie recaps. Hit the notification bell.